back to the vlog today. Victor and Sam here again. Today's topic is something that we find very boring, but we get asked quite a bit, and it'll be about what do we do after a full day of shooting with our photos. How do we back it up? How do we name our folders? And how do we have this whole catalog that's easy to find?
As you guys know, we are freelancers and content creators, and we try to shoot every day, whether it's for a client or for ourselves, just for fun. And so every time we come back home, we usually try to back all the photos up as soon as possible in case something happens to those SD cards while we're away. But even the process of storing photos has changed so much throughout the past few years. Before, in the 90s, you would take a photo and you would get some film and you would take it to Walmart, get it processed, and you're just waiting a week for all those photos to come out so you can flick through them. And now, thanks to the internet, now we take photos on our phone. We no longer really have physical, tangible copies of everything, but now we flick, swipe, and tap.
All in the cloud.
Kind of like money. Even with money, you have different apps to pay for things.
So it's kind of like what Sam said. Like for us, this is our wallet, and if your wallet has money in it, this is our wallet with photos in it. It's kind of the same thing. So I guess money equals photos for us, because if we can't find our photos easier and in a faster way, our clients are also chasing us for photos. So we have to make sure that it's all organized properly, from date to jobs to locations, so we can easily find them.
Except my bank account has less than this has. Yeah, even this, like a couple months ago, you guys might have seen my stories. One day I was plugging in my hard drive to edit some photos, and it suddenly said, "Oh, it's corrupted. Please back it up, and this hard drive can no longer save any new photos." So luckily, I was able to back it up. I had a spare hard drive on me, but it took over 30 hours just to back up all the existing folders that I had, and so that was such a good reminder that if you're a photographer, to always back up your photos.
So now I'm going to show you guys how we do it. I'm not saying it's the best and correct way to do it, but it's a way that over time we found out a easier, efficient way to organize our photos. So, see you soon.
I'll leave him to do it.
Okay, welcome back to the tutorial. And so obviously after a long day shoot, you want to take your memory card from the camera, insert that into your computer. If you're like me, you're gonna have on the left side in the Finder, you're gonna have your SD card and your hard drive. And so I have a 4 terabyte hard drive, and from SD card I have a 64 gigabytes SD card. Okay, so you're gonna go to your SD card, it's right here. Find the photos that you wanna back up or organize, and then you're gonna drag it into your hard drive. And so right now my hard drive is organized by year. So I have a year for 2018, 2019, whatever it is. This is my main folder, 2019. And so I name my folders by year, by location, and a keyword. Because for me, Sam and I, we shoot almost every day, if not at least 3-4 times a week. And so for us, dates don't mean anything. I can't remember what I did last week, what I shot last month on like April 2nd, 3rd, 4th. So for us, keywords gives us a idea easier to find out which photo is in which folder, okay? So, for example, we're gonna make a new folder, and the photos that I shot that I'm gonna use today are from Chinese New Year. So name that Chinese New Year in Central. And then if it's like a random thing that you remember, I'll just shoot, for example, Sam was wearing a red dress. So I'm gonna name that keyword so it's a memory that I remember during that shoot. And so for this one, I was with my cousin David. So I'm gonna have Chinese New Year, the location, the time, and David. Okay. And now I'm gonna drag these images into that folder. Okay, so I'm gonna drag this in here. Boom. Okay. So now obviously if that shoot you remember is clearly identified by a brand, by a client, any visual markers or keywords that you remember directly to that shoot, name it that. But if it's like a random shoot that you've done on the streets in the middle of nowhere and you just like can't name anything or can't, depending on the location, you find keywords. Number 2 is that you always want to have your camera settings changed to the correct timestamp. So in the camera, in your settings, always have the date and the time correctly displayed, because each file that's created, each image on the camera has a timestamp. And this is important because each file that you drag into your hard drive has to have a date, and that also correlates with your folder. So when you have both date and time plus the folder name with the keyword, then you'll know exactly where to find the photos. And so for me, I personally use Lacie because I actually use it a lot. It looks good. It has this orange silicone rubber, I guess, to protect any from dropping, to take hard hits. The one that I have right now is actually has an SD card in it, a slot that you can put. Great for your new MacBook because the new ones don't have SD cards. So this is actually acting as an SD card reader. So you plug this into your MacBook and it can read an SD card in the hard drive. After you've done that, we always love to back up our backup hard drive onto another backup hard drive, a bigger one, because you never know, so sometimes these things might die on you. If you're traveling, they get stolen, then you're screwed because you don't have backup photos. So always have a backup. So I hope this video has helped you guys understand how me and Sam and I back up our photos, organize it in different folders depending on keywords and location. But we also want to hear you guys. How do you guys do it? Is there an easier method of doing this? Do you organize by keywords as well, or by year, or by date? And so we'll see you in the next video. Peace.